Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. Good morning. We're back playing some more Farming Simulator 25 back here in Riverbend Springs. So I think we're gonna go another day. I'm gonna check the sales list real quick. See what's on sale. Is that the big one? Is that the 9? No, it's always the 4 meter or the 7.5 meter. Never the 9. I don't know why. I've been keeping an eye out for it. I may just have to go ahead and buy it full price. There's Fuzzy. So Fuzzy, I need to send you, I think, a link here. So stand by. I had to make a new folder. That should be the folder right there. Hang on just a second. Let me do that. And that. Back over here. Find the right button. There's the button. Okay, there you go. That should be the most updated version. Apparently, he updated the map again. So we're up to version 1011 now. 1.0.1.1 now. And he also released Mod Pack 21. So I think I only activated one item from that mod pack though. There were some others that I might consider activating, but there was really only one. The rest of it was like cultivators and stuff like that. But I mean, we have a cultivator now that we're probably considering getting rid of because we don't really need them. Good morning, Twitchy. How's it going? So the one that I activated, I'm gonna go take a look at. That means we'll have to probably sell back. So we have the in-game Amazon ZGTS 10,001. Is that the number? Looks like it. We have a Stevie one now. I'm assuming the capacity, yes, the capacity is greater on that one. So that holds, is it? Capacity, so 10,000 liters and now 20,000 liters. So he doubled the capacity on this, and we can change the color of it. And he added, looks like duals back there on the back side of it. So that's nice. Okay, there's two sets of Troborgs. So one has the duals and one doesn't. Okay. We'll go with Michelin. We'll do the thin wheels. We don't really need the duals back there. Let's see. We'll go ahead and do the 20,000. Change the colors. So this would be the main colors. You know what we got to do. You know what we got to do. It's got to be done. I don't know what color that is. Oh, that's the top. Okay. I know what color to make that now. Sometimes the design color is like the undercarriage, like the frame or something. Sometimes it's the cover. And then the rim color, will change that as well. Does that look okay? Should I make that green too? I think it looks better yellow. And that color is that, yep. Alright, take the plate off. Don't need that on there. Okay. We will swap those out. assuming I can find them. Is it under here? No? Is it out there somewhere? Beneath the pale moonlight? There it is. I was gonna break into song for you guys too. Guess I'll go ahead and sell some of this stuff back that we don't need. There's a lot here that we don't need. Sorry I'm late. I ran into Gary, and if you know what movie that's from, cool points for you. Sorry I'm late. I ran into Gary, and that's a great movie. Not a very well-known movie, so you guys might not get it. But it's a great movie. Classic mid-90s, mid-90s? Maybe mid to late 90s. Disney movie. Hey, Commander. I seem to be experiencing these slight intestinal cramps. They hurt me so. Ow, ow, ow. Great movie. Classic movie. This tractor is really quiet. This is the smaller of the 6Rs. This is the one, what, 185? Yeah, this is the 185. And it is super quiet. Yeah, I figured it'd probably take a minute or two. That, I didn't notice the map, the updated version of the map, until I got done downloading and uploading the mod pack in there. And I've just completely redid the whole thing and made a new folder because apparently some of the previous Riverbend Springs files were still in the drive, and I couldn't tell which one because for some reason Stevie does not label his map releases, like what version it is. So I was like, you know what, let me just get rid of all of it, and then I'll put the one I know that it is that I just downloaded in there. That should be empty. No, that's damage. Okay, shouldn't be nothing in there. That should be empty now. Just to confirm, let me drop that off. Yes, that is empty. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to empty this one because I'm going to change the colors on it too. Yep, I didn't empty it. Hooked up to it to empty it, and I didn't do it. Okay. Well, there's a save already, man. Ain't been in here 1 minute. Alright. Let's just sell this. So we're gonna repair. And then repaint. And then sell that back. Okay, now this thing over here, we're just gonna actually we're gonna customize. What is happening? Why can't I move? Oh, are you sinking in? Maybe Fuzzy's sinking in. It froze there for a second. That kind of worried me. No, I still can't move. What's going on? Why can't I do this? Customize. Customize. That is not letting me do that. Why is that not letting me do that? Now, okay, now it's letting me do it. That's weird. I had to click over there with my mouse first. Huh. Maybe it doesn't want me to... It knows I'm going to change its colors. It doesn't want me to do it. It's like, no, we've got too much green and yellow already. Free paint job. But this will match all of our other stuff. We've got fertilizer tenders for everything else too, so for the planters and seeders. Alright, let me run down to the shop and get that new one. Hear how quiet this thing is? Well, maybe you can't hear it. Yeah, even in cab, it's really quiet. I don't think my settings changed. I think it's just really quiet. Such a small tractor. Been busy trying to work on the future. Of where we're going next. Don't know if it's gonna work or not. We're gonna try it and see. It'll be down the road just a little ways. I might play some Grand Theft Auto. I might do just some Grand Theft Auto videos this week. I think Tuesday is Tuesday the 23rd. Yeah, the 23rd is supposed to be the day that it snows in Los Santos, or well, in all of like Los Santos County, the entire map pretty much. There's gonna be a blizzard. And they've done that. And, you know, normally it lasts longer than that, but a lot of people complained that they didn't like joining the world with snow on the ground. So Rockstar decided to shorten the amount of time that they're going to have snow on the ground. So you can thank all the little kids out there that didn't like driving on the snow. You can thank them for that. Supposed to be snow in there, I think, from the 23rd to the 29th. So less than a week. Maybe, what, 5 days? Yeah. I love driving on the snow in Grand Theft Auto. It's fun. Yeah, you can't drive your super fast cars, and that's probably why the kids complain about it. I can't troll around in my fast car because the snow's too slippery. You know what, bro? Life's tough. Get a helmet. And there's no real plan over there anymore. It's gonna snow, so I'm probably gonna, you know, drive around in the snow, fly around in the snow. There's no real, I'm not gonna do any heists or, you know, anything like that. If I do it, I haven't really fully decided if I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play it, but I don't know if I'm gonna make a video on it. Would you guys want to see a video? Playing a little GTA? Mainly when I do the GTA, I drive around, fly around, you know, just go into free mode and do whatever. Be nice having that little bit of extra capacity. Should have 2200. Put that front thing on. 22, yeah, 22 200. 22,200. Yeah, that's what it should be. All right. Park this back here for now, and then I'll probably reorganize some of this as we go along here. You know what? Let me check the dryer. Should still have stuff drying. Yep, still got the beans drying. Actually, the beans... No. Okay. Y'all saw that, right? It took a second to update. Everything had full green bars. And then I had to wait a few seconds, and now it shows what it actually is. So I'm not full yet. But we do have a lot of beans in there drying. So we'll let them dry. Hopefully we'll have them dry by summertime. Hey, Shadow. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Hey, buddy, yeah. Alright. We will go into March, if I can hit the button. The thing sits back away from the door. Here we go. And we'll go to 8 o'clock. While that's doing that, always while I'm sleeping, it's when I have the most time with my hands free. I'm not really doing anything in my sleep. Oh, that sounds weird. Dr. Pepper, you're a part of me. Alright. So it's now March 1st. Let me check the sales. Nothing. Do have some stuff that I need to get going. It's time to plant oats. I'm looking at all the stuff that we're gonna do. Oats, if we want to do another thing of peas, maybe. It's time to plant potatoes if we want to do that. Sunflowers, need to do that. Need to decide what we want to do for sugar. Do we want to do sugar beets or do we want to do sugar cane? Sugar cane, I think we'd have a higher yield with that. And we wouldn't need as much room to do those. So, leaning towards sugar cane. But to do that, that off for now. It was the pig food, I think, that I was looking at. See, those take sugar beets. But we could use potatoes in there too. We don't have to have all of these running. To make pig food, we could do wheat, soybeans, and potatoes. We could do spelt, corn, and carrots. We could do barley, corn, and sugar beets. See, this would be the one that I would choose because the barley and the corn have a higher yield on them. So does the sugar beet. Well, there's barley, corn, and potatoes. So if we didn't want to do the sugar beets, we wouldn't have to. And then there's parsnips. Rye, corn, and parsnips. So I would say the fourth one down. Let's focus on that one. The barley, the corn, and the potatoes. It's not really that big a deal. I mean, yeah, it's not really that big a deal. But we do need to get into potatoes to make stuff, so... Do any of these... I need to find a tractor. May have to buy another planter. Well, I've got that one up north. None of these guys. So I bought a 4755 for fuel tanks. So anytime I need fuel, I'll run over here to the shop up north and I can hit that. I bought another one, the 7810. I may just sell this thing back. It's fun, but, you know. We've got our logging operation going here. Combine. There's the 7810. I just parked this down south. There's a big tractor there, but I need one with a front thing on it. Yeah, I'll just go with this one. Hey, here comes Fuzzy. He got them all. Woohoo! Take this guy down south and start planting the sunflowers. Turn this thing around. Right now. Morning, Stins. How's it going? Should have gone the other way. Actually, you know what? No, I want to come this way because I keep waking up at this farmhouse and I still have not figured out how to not do that other than to sell the farmhouse. So I guess I'm just... Has anybody figured out a way when you buy like the new farms or the new land how to go back to your default farmhouse? Is there a way to do that besides selling the farmhouse? Today I am thankful for Dr. Pepper. If I had sponsors for my stream, it would be Dr. Pepper, orange soda, and Domino's. Oh, you gotta go in and edit the XML files? Yeah, I'll pass on that. Been there before, done that before. I'll just sell the farmhouse. I really don't need it. Plus, we'll make a little bit of money back on it. I can cut the trees around it then. And then we can expand the field over, I think. So I'll just sell the farmhouse. So we'll get 101,000 back on that. Did that get rid of everything? Get rid of everything except the power poles. Maybe we could put something else out here. Didn't get rid of the fence. Or this... whatever this is. What is it, like a lime station maybe? It's like a supply station. I've already got some of those. I remember it right. You can sell that barn there too and get rid of the rest of that decoration stuff. I may just keep it though. It's not in the way. We did that the first time around on the base game map. Just sold all that stuff and if I remember right, we had greenhouses there. Put our mushrooms houses in there and our regular in-game greenhouses there. Yeah. If it has to do with the XML file, the thing with that is like, how do the people on console, they can't edit their XML files, right? So how do they do that? How do they go back to, or say they want to switch to another farmhouse? So there's another farmhouse down on the southern edge of the map. What if I buy that land and then I have to wake up there? I have to sell that farmhouse, right? There's no way around it other than to sell it, right? Otherwise, you're going to wake up there. It got really windy here last night. Or, well, say last night, this morning. Early this morning, it was super windy. About like it was yesterday. Guessing the warmer weather is coming in. Supposed to be mid-70s by Wednesday, so it's going to be a nice Christmas. It's not going to be too cold. But I was looking at some of the long-range predictions, and sometime I'm gonna say it's whoa. I need to pay attention to the screen. I need to pay attention instead of looking over here at the chat. Sometimes those are not always accurate, but the one I saw was saying somewhere mid-January. All it said, well, really it said all the way up to February 3rd, so it could be any time in January. There's a chance, according to that very, very, very preliminary, not really a forecast, it's just kind of like a long-range projection, that we could get about 2 foot of snow. I don't know how much I believe that, though. I really don't. The thing with snow is, especially here in the deep south, you don't know. We don't know. We don't know 2 days before it's going to happen. So, we really don't know how much we're exactly going to get. Because we're not used to, you know, having that. Should I do 3? 2 will work. Switch this over from cotton to sunflowers. I'm going to put sunflowers in this big field right here. And then maybe canola at some point over here. Actually, when canola, you should plant in August or September. Sunflowers. Can't harvest those until October, November. So, yeah, we'll definitely have to separate those. Separate those out quite a bit. Can't like rotate the crop. All right, so let's do sunflower. I might do sunflowers over there then too, by the river. There's 2 mods in the mod hub to save your position. Where you save your game is where you will spawn back in when you start back up. Okay. So that probably does the same thing, but you don't... I guess it does... I wonder if those... Are those PC only, or are those for the console people too? I'll say it probably just edits the... It does the same thing, it just you don't have to go in and like change your XML manually. Alright, got sunflowers going in. Let me find another tractor. What happened to all of our tractors? There's that one. There's the 7R. May have to use that one with the Brooks on it. Yep, I'll just bring this back and use this one. PC only, yeah. That's kind of what I figured. It sounds like it's a custom script mod. It changes the XMLs. I think it would be good to put some oat in, and then behind the oat we could plant wheat and maybe more barley. Charge. sell these. Go ahead and sell these hose back. We talked about it. Don't really need them anymore. Okay, and then the cultivator over here. Sell that back. What is that? What does that say? Oh, that's from where I repaired and repainted. Alright, yep. And then the mowers. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of the mowers too. We don't really use them. We have the MacDon that we're mowing the pre-made fields with, so. And I really don't want to go mow around all these huge fields again. I'll be honest. Alright. Now we got more room to park plows in there and maybe some other stuff. Let me get a seeder. Or actually, you know what? What is the horsepower requirements on those? Let's see, the in-game one is 180. We have the Stevie ones. Looks like it's 180 as well. So this, actually, we could just hook the 7R up to this. I'll put this on a planter. And let him do that other field of sunflower down there. Moo. What do you think cows would have to say if they could talk? Eat more chicken? It's about the only time I've heard a cow say anything or write anything. Eat more chicken, the old Chick-fil-A advertisements they used to do. They have cows up on the billboard painting, eat more chicken. Why was the letter E the only letter in the alphabet to get Christmas presents? Because all the other letters were naughty. What did one candy cane say to the other candy cane in the storm? Hurricane! Oh, I can actually turn here. Since this is where I'm going. Two. And that looks good. Change that over to sorghum, or not sorghum, sunflowers. Okay, let me go get the 7R. Fuzzy, do you have a beefy computer? And I'm not asking, I'm not setting up like a joke or anything. I'm asking, is your computer a, you know, higher end computer? Morning PM Gaming, how's it going? Fairly beefy. Good. Alright, good deal. Good to know. I'm working on a project. It may require a... Well, I'll say it may. It definitely requires somewhat of a more beefy computer. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Bum bum bum. What's that song that plays in that? It's a like an orchestral arrangement of some sort, but I'm sure it has a name. I want that as my ringtone. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Bum bum bum. Not chicken. Beef. Chicken is like something you would eat for like lunch. Unless it's, you know, deep south, you know, fried chicken or something like that. But most of the time chicken, you know, chicken is something, it's the other light meat. It's something you would put in your salad. Beef is what's for dinner. Steak, what do you call them? The beef, not steak. It's like, oh, we have it at work all the time. It's like a hamburger steak. Anyway, I need to take these off there. Well, we usually have like, it's like a hamburger steak with onions. We have that a lot. Oh. Aaron Copeland. Patty melt? No, it's not. Well, I mean, it's kind of like that. It's like a beef. It's almost like a beef patty, but it's not like a hamburger patty. It's like a. I'm trying to think of the right name for it. I think it might just be called hamburger steak. But it's not like, you know, steak. Yeah, kind of like a Salisbury steak. Kind of like that. Grab some fuel real quick. Boom. Top off on seed and fert. Switch that over to oats. Whoa, the wind is rolling. This thing does oats, right? Okay, this thing does a little bit of everything. I just wasn't cycling far enough. Oh yeah, yep. Yours is right there about where I'm at, Fuzzy. Pretty close. You're just under me. So we should be about the same. Yeah, I work at a hospital. What's your favorite food from the cafeteria? Ooh. Favorite food from the cafeteria? I like the breakfasts, but as far as like food, like regular lunch food, gotta think about it. No, it's not bad. Not some of it's not great. There's some stuff that, due to gastronomical consequences, I stay away from. Like anytime they have Chinese, you do not eat the Chinese hospital food. That's pretty much a given. Uh, there's some other stuff that they occasionally will make that if you can't pronounce it, stay away from it. Now I will say I like most of their soups. Most of the soups are good. Sometimes they have pizza. So I might have to say that the pizza might be my, obviously my favorite. I do like the soups. The chicken and dumplings ain't bad. Meatloaf ain't bad either. I like the meatloaf. The spaghetti is hit or miss, though. It depends on how they word it. So, there's just spaghetti, which that's okay. But if it's got any name attached to it, like Italian spaghetti or homemade spaghetti on the menu, you know to kind of stay clear of that too. They've added something extra in there that makes it not so gastronomically friendly. Oh no, no. Not in mine. Now the bigger one, one of, I guess, like the bigger hospital where we send people to that's in our network, I think they do. But not ours. Now ours is just like a, you ever see MASH? You ever see the mess tent on MASH? It's kind of like that. You have like the serving line and coffee and tea and stuff like that, and you eat whatever they're serving that day. Albeit we do have two options. So you have like one thing, and then if you don't want that, they are serving something else. And then we have all kinds of options that you can get out of the fridge, like salads and fruit and pies and stuff like that. Now breakfast, the reason why I said breakfast was good, it's they do like chocolate gravy, the white gravy. They'll do omelets. You can get a cheese omelet or an omelet with peppers in it. You can do scrambled eggs, and then they have the basics, sausage, bacon. They have like a hash brown casserole type thing with cheese in it. That's pretty good. And then they have a lot of extra stuff too. A lot of times they'll have like breakfast bars, and they'll have fruit pizza. It's like fruit with cream cheese, like strawberry and blueberries with cream cheese on a bagel or on some type of like pie crust. They'll have, what do you call the little things? Either like a frittata or like a quiche or something like that. They'll have that sometimes. They'll have pancakes, waffles, that is pretty much a full-blown, pretty much breakfast. Yeah, the fruit pizzas, they're actually not bad. If they have them, I'll usually get one. Just like the cream cheese with blueberries and strawberries most of the time on a bagel. Alright, so we're planting oats up here. Let me grab, is this the other 6R? Yeah. This is the big 6R. I think I can, this is 300 horsepower, so this will definitely pull the other seeder. Now the other 6R, that would struggle on it. Where is our other seeder? Is it still at the shop? You know what? I think I need to buy another front thing for that anyway. I gotta go back over the math in my head here now of what we've got for what. Thing about this is I might as well put oats in where I'm gonna put the like wheat and barley for the winter crops, because we can plant the oats now, harvest the oats in July, and then turn around and plant wheat and barley back behind it. And all of that goes to the flour mill. When do we do sorghum? Other than sorghum, I've passed the shop. Yep, there it is. Let me see how many of those things I've got. So it's this one. That one right there. That came, what did that come with? Came with that. Trying to remember what pack this came with. This is not a Stevie mod. Did this come with the Highlands? No, this is the one with the Highlands right here, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Highlands one. They had the same capacity. But I can't remember which pack this came with. Maybe it was just a standalone Waterstarred cedar. Alright, how many of those we got? We got 4. We got 1 for the fertilizer rig itself. So I need 1 more for the cedar, because we have 2 planters and 2 cedars. John Deere. John Deere. All right. How long have you been in that type of field of work? All my life. Well, pretty much. I worked at, my first job was working at Sears. I started at the very, very bottom of the totem pole at Sears. Back when it was still okay. And started as a whatever the lowest position would be considered there, I guess. Basically, I ran a broom, unloaded trucks, put stuff together. I mean, it was, you know, I was a student in high school when I started working there, so learned a lot of valuable skills though. Did that for many years. Learned how to build everything that came off the trucks, so barbecue grills, lawn mowers, tools, tool sets, electronics, vacuums, appliances, refrigeration, heating, drying, stoves. Learned how to hook all that up, learned how to move and transport all that on a dolly, on a hand truck. Yeah, learned pretty much all that. I could probably do all that. And they let me they allowed me the time to go to college and, you know, work on going to the medical field, the radiology field, so did both for a while. For a year, I did both. Worked at Sears and worked at the hospital and went to class and went to clinics. So I literally had no free time that 1 year. You haven't heard of Sears in a long time? Yeah, that was an improperly run company. You can thank the then CEO for pretty much running that company into the ground. The CEO and I guess the board. So problem with it was they number one, they outpriced the consumer. They raised prices on everything. Number two, they offered credit where people that didn't have the means of paying the credit back, and even if they did, they had ridiculously high interest rates on their card. So just the basic card, it's not filling. Just the basic card, the interest rate on that was 29%. You think about that, 29%. That's one of the highest interest rates on a credit card. And then you're issuing it to people that can't pay it back. Yeah, I mean, you kind of know what's going to happen there. Now, they did have a gold card that the interest rate was only slightly lower. I think it was 24%. 24 or 26%. But still, even at 24%, that's crazy high. I think I'm going to do oat up here. Or, well, maybe not. Putting oat in over there. Putting sunflower in all down here. Guess I could do oat over here. Do oat in both fields, harvest that in July, and then come back and do like wheat up here and barley down here. Sounds like a plan. Kind of want to save these fields for like potatoes and vegetables and stuff like that. Let me head over yonder. Yeah, as far as the store, Sears was a great store. Alright, got these guys going. When do we plant sorghum? Sorghum's not till April. We can do rice in April. Long grain rice is not till April. Green beans are not till April. Can do peas right now if we wanted to. Potatoes. Don't know that we have any other. We got both seeders and both planters going. Got this big guy. I don't really know. Don't really. Can't really use this guy for anything. This guy, he does not like our plows. He really needs a tow behind plow. Like one of these or something. There's a bigger one out there that I've had before, but it required a lot of horsepower, and we didn't have that then. You might do better with one of these, though. Something like that. How much horsepower does that require? That requires 450, so he would do okay with that. What's the width on that? 8 meters? It's only 1 meter shy of what we use. What about that one? That one's only 4.9 meters. I think the other one in the mod hub, though, is a 9. I want to say it's 9 meters. I could be wrong. I may just hold off on that. Technically, that is a ripper. It's kind of like what we got, but it's for a bigger machine. And that one, it being articulated, it just doesn't like the direct 3-point that we've got for it. Morning, Steven. Yeah, doing good. Guess we could test it out sometime in the future. Do we have anything that needs to be plowed? Oh, you can put a roller on it too. Look at that. Maybe these fields over here do. I'll wait till I see about that other one. I'm trying to remember how much horsepower that other one required. It needed a beefy tractor. Oh, you know what? That is the other thing I was thinking of. Right here. So, the roller coaster. We've got the roller coaster and then we've got the boat builder. I think this is the boat builder, yeah. So this takes planks, long planks, wood beams, metal, and floor tiles. So we're gonna have to get into some stuff here. We're gonna have to get into the metalworks for both, I think, this and the roller coaster. And the metalworks is right over here. Wait, do we have to buy both of these? Or do we just automatically own this? I think all we have to buy is the furnace. That's 180. Okay. And we're gonna need probably another wheel loader. Something beefy, probably a Volvo. Probably the big one. Because to use the big buckets, there's a really big bucket out there. 3,000, 5,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. That's it. Yeah, the L180H. That's the Volvo. That's the big Volvo. That will do. That should do. What's the symbol look like for the iron? I don't know, the thing's moving too fast down there. There's the basic crops. It does all the crops. That should do it all. Hang on, let me see what the logo looks like. I'm pretty sure it does, but I just want to be sure. So I'm looking for iron ore, maybe? Iron something? Tailings, maybe? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Iron ore. That's what I'm looking for. So it looks like that. It almost looks like a symbol for wheat with a doo-doo brown background. That's... Can you tell I'm blind as a bat? Alright, let me go back into the shop here. So I'm looking for a big pile of doo-doo with a little bit of wheat in front of it. That's the symbol for iron ore. Everything's moving so fast. Yep, I see it. There it is. It's right down there towards the end. Alright, so this big shovel will do it. That's a 10,000 liter bucket. So we'll get that and we'll get another L180H. Okay. Put that on there. No safety beacon. Keep the design one. No plate. I'm just gonna run down the road. Still sounds like a dying crow. So now I've got to find the flooring factory. I don't know where that's at. Get this, get these metal rolls going here. I know the rope factory's down there it's down there actually beside the roller coaster, and we will need rope. let's not go in there. Do I have to buy this place? Overrun, we didn't have to buy it. Is there like a thing somewhere? If I tab to it. What am I doing wrong? There's no place to buy this place. Do I have to, oh, maybe I have to buy the land. Maybe that's it. That was it. You have to buy the land. Okay, that's how you buy the place. You have to buy the little quarry here. And then you dump this right in there. And to activate this, we want to change that output mode to, I guess, distributing. Alright. So we're distributing the metal. That should go to all the places that need the metal. I guess, do we have to buy the roller coaster? I don't know. I think we have to buy the boat thing. And it definitely needs metal. Yeah, we gotta buy the boat. We'll be making boats soon. Need to check if I have, I don't know if you can put the sawmill on distributing. I'm just storing it right now. You can change the output mode. Let me do that. Change that to distributing. That way we don't have to haul it. Are we out of wood? Do we have pallets sitting down there? Let's see, I don't remember if we have to buy, I don't think you have to buy the roller coaster. I think it's just there. Unless you have to buy the land that it sits on. Which we already own. So I'm going to say we already own the roller coaster. Let's go to the sawmill. Oh, I don't know what happened there. All I did was teleport over to the sawmill. I ended up on the roof. I don't know. You see that, Noah? That was crazy. Do we have any? Oh yeah, man. We got pallets out here for days. We're gonna have to bring our flatbed down here. Now that takes me back to the truck. Let me turn that off right there. So there are things that the roller coaster needs that we're just not going to get in production to do. And I think cement bags are one of those. Yeah, cement brick. Cement bags. Roof plate. Where do you get a roof plate from? And then we have all the lumber up there. We can bring that lumber down here. Got that on distributing now, so we'll only have to do that once, maybe. So we'll need the cement bags. I think we can buy the cement bags. I don't know about the other stuff. So cement bags, cement bricks, and then roof plates. I don't know if we can buy all that from the warehouse. I know we can get the cement bags, I think, from here. Let's see. There's the planks. We could even buy all the hardware if we wanted to. There's cement bags. I don't know how many we need, though. Let me just start with one. Doesn't say how many, like, liters it's worth, does it? Okay. So that's cement bags. We need cement bricks if they're here. I don't know that they're here, though. I don't even know if you can buy cement bricks anywhere. We can get plenty of enoki, though. Wait, there's cement bricks right there. So you can get the cement bricks here. Let's start with one. What was the other thing? Cement bags, cement bricks, and roof plates. Yeah, we can get roof plates here too. So let's start with one of each and then we'll kind of go from there. Alright, where are those at? Oh, those saves hit. Oh, there they are. Alright, let me bring the truck around. Thank God I ate my Wheaties this morning. Pretty sure it's going to take more than one, but just to kind of get a baseline established here. Well, I ate more than my Wheaties this morning, and I know this pallet of cement bricks would be much heavier. That many in real life. And the cement bags too. Let's go down. Tell you what, we'll go down to the sawmill and get some of those lumber pallets. Yes, we do have cows. I don't think we have any buffalo. We do have cows, though. How many cows do you have? I have no idea. They've probably reproduced since we started. Let me get down here and I'll look. Need to go through here and get rid of some of these things, though. Let's see, cows. Is there like a place where there's like a total? Or do I have to do math? $90 cows? Where do you see that at? Where do you see 90 cows? I see how many I've got of each one over there. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, and 15. Oh, you can do math? Okay. You see the total at the cow barn. Oh, so I'd have to go down to the cow barn. Okay. I can't do math that great. Hey, Siri. What's 15 times 6?
15 times 6 is 90.
Oh, there you go. Fuzzy, you're good at math. So we have 90 cows. Let's see, how do I want to put these? You know what? I probably should have put those up there. But they may not trigger. Anyway, I'll stack some crosswise on there. Like that. And then, oh, we got wood chips down here too. We need some long planks. We need some short planks. Another wood beam. Where is the strap? Maybe that'll hold it. It's strapped onto the things that they sit on, so I'm gonna assume that will hold that. Actually, you know what? Let me put another one there of that. that come off of there? Yeah. Thought I put a strap on it. Alright, that should work. Alright, let me get rid of some of this stuff. I think if I just do that. Yeah, I don't know. It says that Stevie did that. Did he do these individually? I don't want to get rid of the whole sawmill. You know what? I'll hold off on that for right now. Yeah, I'll hold off on that. I need to test that in a test map to make sure I don't hide the sawmill. If it shares the same name. Yeah, it shares the same name. Sell sawmill. No, don't sell the sawmill. Maybe we can't. You know what? I seem to remember trying to get rid of those on the base map. And I think it actually tries to sell the sawmill. So we'll not do that. We'll just leave those alone. Roller coaster is right over there. Is anybody else's Facebook feed or your TikTok feed? Is anybody else's flooded with this this song by, I want to say it's Kato, maybe? Kato? And it's got a picture of some guy, or a video of some guy where he's dancing in a nightclub or something. Seems to be flooded with that. Alright, it took all of it. So that's what we've got in there. We still need plenty of wood beams, plenty of planks, long and short, more cement bags, more roof plates. Actually, maybe one more cement bag pallet. One more roof tile pallet, roof plate. And then probably a couple more bricks, cement bricks. Wonder if it sells them if it doesn't need them. I'll just get 2 of each. Howda. Howdy? Howda. We're just gonna get 2 of each. So 2 roof plates. We can actually buy a rope here. We wouldn't have to buy... I know we'll need that at some point. You can buy soup here. You can buy almost anything here. Alright, we're back towards the front. Should see the cement bags. Here they are. So we'll get 2 of those. And then... what did I buy? I need more blocks, don't I? Hang on, I gotta double check to see what I bought. These should be the roof plates. Yep. I need more blocks. Cement blocks. I think they would have like cement blocks and cement bags next to each other and not in the middle of the food. What would be cool is like, don't put one button in there for it. Open up the warehouse where we can go in there and actually shop around. Like we could go in there and click on, yeah, see there's a pallet of cement blocks right there. Let me go in there and shop. I want to go inside and shop around, you know? Let me go in there, be able to like click on that, make that like a trigger, and it's like, okay, how many pallets of cement blocks do I want? And then, you know, you could even animate the process. Like, you know, I talked about animating the productions, animate the sell points too. Like, have a guy come out with a forklift or a dolly and pick up the blocks and take them out to our truck. That would be cool. Kind of like Home Depot. You can do it. We can help. You know what? I'm gonna try this. Put it up here. Alright, strip those down. Back to the sawmill. I feel like I'm sitting way back in the seat when I go in cab on this truck. Almost like I'm using the force. May the force be with you. Green Arcade. Always. Yeah, grab one of these. Use the force, Matt. Trust your feelings. Alright. What's in the Star Wars pipeline? Is there anything coming soon? Or is it over with now? Or I know there's like a Mandalorian movie coming, but are they gonna like continue like on with the Skywalker saga, or you know, is that done? I mean, there were how many movies? 9? Okay, took everything except some of the cement bags. I think it's slowly taking what's left. Well, another pellet on there. What all do I need now? Need more wood beams, more planks, more long planks. Well, I've got more cement bags right there. How do you know if you need more? Well, that's for the next step. Maybe it just takes time. Well, it's at 17%, so it's coming along somewhere. May not see any visual update yet, but it's at 17%. They've done something. back up the warehouse up there. Whoa! What did I hit? Was I that close to the side? I don't think I was that close. Pretty sure I was on the road. Alright, let's check on everybody. So he's still planting. Guessing that's where the road was. Probably a final stage of fert right there, maybe. Probably just the texture. Yeah, we'll need to do a final state where the gravel was in there. We'll just run a little narrow pass with it when it gets done. Getting there though. This guy got done. And we'll save these fields for canola. Looks like that one needs to be plowed. Got fert on it. I think I've got a plow down there. Thought I did. Yep. Anything else that needs to be planted right now, other than potatoes? Guess we need to decide where we want to do those at. Where is the potato place? There it is. Let's go visit that. Is there any place that marks this place? Because it looks like it's just a building. Spud rest? Is it like short for potatoes? Part of the industrial area right here behind the shop. Oh, well, I guess those do look like potato chips there, maybe a little bit. What? 360,000 for that? Wow. Alright. So that's down in town here. I guess it doesn't matter as long as we're kind of more towards the center. I would say a lot of this area up here. Why don't we do... Guess I could plow these together. We could do potatoes over here. Grab that other plow. Might be faster just to tab to it or teleport to it. Yeah, I've heard potatoes called spuds before. Not a lot. I think Ross dressed up as Spudnik for Halloween on Friends. I think I might have been one of the only ones that got that. That I know that watched that show. He had a metal hat of some fashion or form, and he was dressed up as a giant potato, so he was not Sputnik, but Spudnik. Alright, what is the state of these fields? This one's fully fertilized. All we gotta do is merge it together then. It's already been plowed. Yeah, he had a colander on his head, that's right. The thing you drain the pasta and stuff with. It was a colander with, like, antenna or something hanging out the top of it, right? fix that a little better. Or wash your spuds in, yeah. Guess, well, yeah, I guess if you wanted to wash your potatoes in a colander, I guess you could, yeah. Alright, got that one done. You turn create field off. I think I'm gonna plow that grass field up there. Do all of our vegetables kind of down here in and around the farmer's market and the canning factory. Really? Huh. Oh, you know what? We don't own it yet. Doy. Won't show up until you buy it. Go ahead and get these. Are there any more grass fields that I don't own? Don't see any. Okay. That's interesting that it goes north and south. Oh, I had it set to 0, that's why. Let's do the automatic. Let's go east and west. Sounds like a plan. Alright, now the question is, does this do potatoes? Is this one of those extra special? No, it does not. So I'll park this out of the way. It seems like we need another cedar, maybe. I think that cedar will plant everything. It'll plant the vegetables, it'll plant potatoes. Need one and probably keep it up at the shop up there. At the shed up there. Very confusing to say shop. You know, normally, at least down here in the deep south, when we say shop, we mean like the place where we park our tractors and where we park our combines and stuff like that. You don't think of like the actual shop, you know, where you buy your equipment as the shop. We usually call it by its name, whatever it is, depending on who owns it. Kind of park this on the back 40 here. Maybe. There we go. Be nice if there was one on sale right now. There's not. We didn't sell our Volvo, did we? There's another Volvo tree harvester for on sale. Nope, there's our Volvo. I was like, wait a minute. Didn't accidentally sell that in some fashion. Former fashion. Alright, let me just buy another cedar. Oh, just right now. I may move those at some point. May move them either down here on the back side of this shed, like right out here, or maybe down there where those empty power poles are now, where we got rid of the house. Put them right out over on this side here. Don't really need that water tower. I don't know if we can get rid of it or not. Yeah, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that thing too. Oh yeah, we can get rid of that thing too. Thinking that's for like liquid stuff. Don't really need any of that. Oh, that must have been the save. Can I get rid of the fence? I'm gonna say no. Can't get rid of the fence. But we could cut those trees and put those tanks over here. Put them on the back side of this. Alright, potatoes. I think I can do potatoes with this. Do onions with it. Oh, maybe I can't do potatoes with this. I can do everything else. I can do the carrots, the parsnips, the red beets. Sugar cane. I can do sugar cane with this? Well, hey. I have to remember that one. And then it goes back to wheat and all the standard crops. Okay. So we can't do potatoes with that. Okay. Well, kind of want to do potatoes up here. Wonder if there's anything in that updated mod pack. Don't have anything. These are all in-game stuff. I don't think there's anything else that does potatoes. I bet he's got one. I bet it's in that either in the latest pack or I would have to just go out and activate it if it's in there. I don't know that it's in there though. That's planters. Let me go under seeders and see if there's anything in here. Nope. Yeah, I'll have to go back when we get ready to do the potatoes. Can I plant sugarcane? If we do sugarcane, which is what I'm leaning towards, I can plant it right now. But I don't want to plant it in this field. Need a small... smallish field like that right there. Let me go down there. I may do sugarcane. Might do sugarcane in that field too. This field, and then I think I've got some smaller ones. Yeah, there's another one right over there. Let me do them here and here, and then we'll see where we're at from there. That means I've got to get a forage harvester. Woohoo! Oh, can I not get there from here? Yes. Sugar, bum 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 bum. Oh, honey, honey, bum 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 bum. 7? What? Can't believe that goes up to 7 on that field. Actually, we can only do 3. I tried going up to 4. Pops back to 3. Alright, Sugarcane hoe. Let's go buy some stuff. So the header, kind of glad that one of these deer headers did not go on sale, because the header that we're going to use for this is a Krone header. And I'm going to hook it up to a John Deere. I wonder if that'll work. Well, we know we're going to need the header. Wonder if there's any Stevie forage harvesters. I hadn't seen any. Not that there's not any, but I don't like the duals on the front. Alright, let's see if that'll work. Totally works. It unfolds clear. Works so far. I'm gonna say it works. We'll have to test it out when it grows. Mark this on the back 40 back here. Alright. I guess this guy... No, he ran out. I'll have to refill him. This guy ran out too. Everybody's out of everything. Everybody's out of seed and fert, so I'll have to refill everybody when I get back. And this guy's still chugging along. Alright, I'll stay with this guy for the time being. What is that back there? Did it miss some back here? Looks like it missed a patch right here. Maybe. I don't know. Wonder if it's maybe a place where cloud didn't hit or something. Or maybe a place where the vert didn't hit. It almost looks like it's not... It almost looks like seedbed. Like it was cultivated right there. I don't know. We may have weeds in this one spot. Alright, I'm going to take my first break, guys. And then I shall return. And you guys on YouTube, we'll see you guys in the next video. Almost forgot to say goodbye to you guys. Until the next time, YouTube, remember you reap what you sow. Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see you in the next one.